Guys, we are lucky to have Precious Miura here, and she's been at the Diddy parties, and she's about to spill some secrets.
And I have to still say allegedly, has done things and allegedly participated in a lot of things that the public would not be happy to know.
It's hard to imagine that two of the most iconic figures in the music industry, Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs, are now facing allegations so shocking that they've sent shockwaves through Hollywood and beyond. These allegations, which are deeply troubling, have left fans and industry insiders in disbelief. Could the men who built empires from the ground up really have such dark secrets hidden in their past? Let's dive into the details of this explosive lawsuit and the fallout that's already starting to unfold.
This morning, rap mogul Jay-Z is denying allegations he assaulted a 13-year-old girl alongside rapper Sean Diddy Combs. That civil lawsuit filed against Combs in October was amended Sunday to include Jay-Z. The accuser, identified only as Jane Doe, says she was assaulted by both men.
The accusations stem from an incident that allegedly took place over 2 decades ago, in September 2000, after the MTV Music Awards. The plaintiff, identified only as Jane Doe, claimed she was a minor at the time and was lured to an afterparty by a limousine driver who allegedly worked for Sean Combs, a man who, at the time, was one of the most powerful figures in the music world. According to the lawsuit, the driver told the young woman that she fit the type of person Combs was looking for and invited her to join the party. What happened next, according to the accuser, has haunted her ever since.
So what happens now is this is simply a civil complaint. And in a civil complaint, it goes through the technical legal process. Now, the distinction, Jessica, between civil and criminal, of course, is that civil is for monetary damages, right? The system can only reward you with money. There's allegations that this 13-year-old is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, suffered depression, etc. So now you go to fact-finding, right?
Filed initially in October, the lawsuit was amended this past Sunday to include Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter. The accuser claims that both men were involved in an appalling act at the afterparty, where she says she was given a drink that left her feeling disoriented and vulnerable. She describes the party as chaotic, filled with celebrities, drugs, and activities no minor should ever witness. After feeling lightheaded, she says she wandered into a room to lie down, only to be followed by Combs, Carter, and an unnamed high-profile individual. What allegedly happened next is described as an ordeal that has shaken the entertainment industry to its core.
So, civil complaint, simply allegations, need to be proven in a court of law, but if true, it could rise to the level of criminality, and, we'll see what happens or if the DA looks and investigates.
The lawsuit alleges that the accuser was sexually assaulted by both men while the unnamed third individual watched. She fled the scene in terror and confusion, eventually finding refuge at a nearby gas station, where she called her father for help. Her father picked her up, and the incident was kept a secret until now.
Mr. Diddy, aka Mr. Love, now.
No, Sean Carter.
Both Jay-Z and Sean Combs have denied the allegations. Jay-Z called the claims idiotic and accused the plaintiff's lawyer, Tony Busby, of attempting a shakedown. He stated that such heinous acts should be prosecuted criminally, not as part of a civil lawsuit. Combs' legal team also fired back, calling the lawsuit a shameless publicity stunt orchestrated by Busby, who has previously been involved in high-profile lawsuits against Combs. Combs' representatives expressed confidence that the truth would prevail, but the timing of the lawsuit could not be worse for him. He is already facing a slew of legal and criminal troubles, including federal charges that have landed him in a New York detention center.
So yesterday, Monday, Diddy celebrated his 55th birthday, but this year was a lot different. It was no Diddy parties. It was none of that. None of that stuff. Well, happily so, I guess, right now. But anyway, so this is his first birthday behind bars.
This new lawsuit adds fuel to the fire surrounding Combs, who is already embroiled in serious legal battles. Some insiders believe the pressure could lead to further revelations about his past, potentially dragging Jay-Z further into the spotlight. Jay-Z's inclusion in the lawsuit has come as a surprise to many, as his public persona has long been that of a self-made mogul who rose from the Marcy Projects in Brooklyn to become one of the most influential figures in music and business. However, his rise to fame has not been without controversy, from his early days as a street hustler to the infamous 1999 stabbing of record producer Lance Rivera. Still, nothing in his past compares to the gravity of these new allegations, which, if proven true, could irreparably damage his legacy.
After they are done with Diddy, Jay-Z is up next to be exposed, right?
According to the lawsuit, the plaintiff had been dropped off at the MTV Music Awards by a friend, despite not having a ticket. Desperate to be part of the action, she reportedly approached limousine drivers outside the venue, hoping to hitch a ride to an after-party. It was then that the lawsuit claims she encountered the driver, who eventually led her to Combs and Carter. Once at the party, she says she was required to sign what she believed was a non-disclosure agreement before being allowed inside, something that made her hesitant to speak out for years due to legal concerns.
I want to start with just the statement from Jay-Z, which is so forceful in its denial. I just read a teeny part of it, it's long, where he says that they should file a criminal complaint. Is that even possible at this point?
As the legal battle unfolds, both sides have remained firm in their positions. Tony Busby, the plaintiff's attorney, has largely stayed out of the public eye, but his history in high-profile cases has not gone unnoticed. Jay-Z has accused Busby of attempting to orchestrate a smear campaign and has filed a countersuit against him. Jay-Z's statement emphasized his frustration, stating that he didn't come from the celebrity world and that such allegations are part of a scheme to exploit celebrities.
If that's part of the indictment, that's someone like a blackmail. He was blackmailing people to be in the freak-offs. So that's federal. That could be that's a federal charge. He can't blackmail people to say, yo, listen here, you did it once and you're gonna do it again. That ain't gonna make it with the government or nobody.
Despite the denials, the allegations have already started to tarnish the reputations of both men. Fans have taken to social media to express shock, with some calling for a boycott of their music and business ventures until the accusations are thoroughly investigated. The broader issue of accountability in the entertainment industry has been reignited, with many questioning how such powerful figures could operate unchecked for so long. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York has declined to comment on whether it is investigating the claims against Jay-Z, but legal experts suggest that the case could evolve into something much more serious if criminal charges are filed.
Yeah, but so there's still, I mean, it's crazy too because there's still more happening in court. Like, I mean, everything is still active even though we're not hearing about it as much anymore. And the people may be fatigued like we talked about prior to.
The lawsuit also claims that before the after-party, the plaintiff's attorney sent a letter to Jay-Z requesting mediation, but no resolution was reached. Instead, the letter seems to have fueled Carter's anger, prompting him to file his own lawsuit against the attorneys involved. Jay-Z has dismissed the entire affair as an attempt to create chaos and force a financial settlement.
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again. Back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is
yes,
new.
there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of.
The timing of these allegations is particularly sensitive. With Combs facing criminal charges and a trial scheduled for next year, the stakes are incredibly high. With Jay-Z now implicated, the drama surrounding these two hip-hop icons has reached new heights. Could this be the beginning of the end for their legacies, or will their wealth and influence shield them from accountability once again?
Did in fact occur, their argument is more than likely going to be that this activity was consensual, that this person was a willing participant, and not only that, but that these individuals assumed the risk of being present at those parties, engaging and voluntarily engaging in this conduct and being in those spaces, consuming alcohol and things of that nature.
However, this case is more than just about two individuals. It's a story about an industry plagued by whispers of exploitation and abuse. As more details emerge, the focus will continue to shift not only on the accused, but also on the culture that allowed these allegations to fester for so long. The spotlight will continue to shine on Jay-Z and Combs, raising questions about the industry's culture of silence and complicity. Could this lawsuit be the catalyst for exposing the dark secrets they have fought so hard to keep hidden? Only time will tell.
Okay, so basically I was a Playboy bunny. So a Playboy bunny representing New York State. The reason why I need to clarify this is when you're a Playboy bunny, you are part of the corporation, and you are a bunny, and you do have a title, and you wear a uniform, but you don't get a month.
Sean Combs' career has been one of reinvention, rising from a scrappy intern to the head of one of the most successful record labels of all time, Bad Boy Entertainment. Yet his climb to success has been marred by violent incidents and troubling allegations. From an alleged public altercation with an ex-girlfriend to accusations of exploiting his artists, Combs' career has been riddled with controversy. The infamous East Coast-West Coast rivalry, though not directly linked to Combs, escalated tensions in the hip-hop community, ultimately leading to the tragic deaths of Tupac Shakur and the notorious B.I.G., who was signed to Combs' label. Additionally, Combs' personal relationships have been plagued with accusations of emotional and physical abuse, including claims from his former partner, Kim Porter, and most recently, singer Cassie Ventura, who filed a lawsuit against him in 2023, accusing him of years of manipulation and abuse.
No, I'm not surprised by the ruling because, as she cited in her order, there are very serious allegations about the danger that he potentially poses to other witnesses and the public at large. There are allegations that he has, been violent with others. He's also attempted to allegedly intimidate other witnesses and still contact witnesses while incarcerated.
Jay-Z, for all his success as an artist and entrepreneur, has also faced controversies, including the infamous 1999 stabbing of record producer Lance Rivera. His troubled past as a hustler has been widely discussed, with many admiring his transformation, but others questioning whether his past actions should be judged more harshly, especially in light of the new allegations.
Jay-Z got his whooped by his sister-in-law on camera. What's her name? Solange. You got it after. The feds ain't step in and do nothing. The feds don't care about you getting your whooped.
As the lawsuit unfolds, it's clear that the stakes are higher than ever. These are not just allegations against two powerful men. They represent a larger issue within the entertainment industry. For years, a culture of silence has allowed powerful figures to act with impunity, while those around them turned a blind eye. This case has sparked a much-needed conversation about accountability and the systemic changes needed to confront these long-standing issues. As this shocking saga continues, we must ask, will these allegations lead to real consequences, or will Jay-Z and Combs' influence once again shield them from accountability?